It's true we've not managed to score anything in the last 2 goals. We haven't scored any goals. And look at things overall, see how we're doing in the competitions, not just over the last 2 games. It's true we need to create more chances, have more opportunities to score goals than we did against Villarreal at the weekend. Regarding Rangers, I'd view that as something extraordinary. The run of losses they've had at home, 5 in the last, it's never happened, especially the last game we saw. Seemed like an exceptional game. I watched the Rangers-Hibs game, and Rangers had more chances, they didn't make the most of them, so Rangers are very strong at home though. They always have been like that, and they've been like that this season as well, apart from this short moment in the season, the last few games. They're a good team at home, you know. Let's see what Rangers show up tomorrow. Let's see how the game ends up. From your analysis of Rangers, what worries you most? Everybody, you know, concerns me. Everyone worries me. They've got a good team. They move well across the pitch. They're very fast. They have a lot of different modes of playing. They can play positional play. They can play balls in behind, hit us in the spaces, hit us on counter-attacks. They've shown that in the Europa League. They've got players like Dessers, Czerny, who can play well. Also Raskin, strong in midfield. They can compete with any team. And it was only 3 years ago they reached the final of the Europa League. It's an important challenge for us. It's a big challenge. Come to a stadium like this, play in the quarter-finals. Barry Ferguson said that after the defeat again, he was really angry. He said a lot of things in the dressing room. He said that Athletic Club are the favourites, the best team in the competition. What do you think of that? Rangers are one of the toughest teams in the competition for me. I think, you know, there's arguments that they could be one of the favourites. Any team that's in the quarterfinals is here because they can achieve big things. So it's a knockout competition. The team that makes the fewest mistakes, who does the best, can get into the next round.
Siguiendo un poco con lo que te preguntaba Monge del entrenador, también ha dicho que quiere salir a mandar, que juegan en casa, que
talking about the Rangers coach, he said he's going to send out his players to try and control the game tomorrow. What do you think it will come down to in the game tomorrow?
No es que tengan 2 registros, es que al final yo creo que todos los equipos nos...
They've got various ways of playing, like I said. Every team has their way of managing the key moments in games. They'll look to dominate the game. The team that dominates the game is always the one that creates chances, so of course they're going to try and dominate the game. We'll see how they try and do that. They might play a positional game, they might try and hit us on the counter-attack. Because when they press high, they have a lot of aggression, and then recently, in the game against Celtic, that they can press high really aggressively, and that got them a good result. So they've showed that they can play various ways across the season. I'm expecting the best version of Rangers tomorrow, whatever that looks like. What do you think will be the key to the game tomorrow? I don't know. I'm not sure where the key will be. There's never just one key to a game. there's never one area you can just focus on, one thing you can pick out. As coaches, we never just focus on one aspect of the game, or things that like one player can do in one position of the pitch. You have to look at the big picture, the whole picture. If you focus too much on the one aspect you think will change the game, you're going to miss out on other important aspects. So it's a knockout game. The team could have a bad day and that'll cause them problems, make it hard for them to progress. So we're just going to try and have a good day tomorrow. Of all the versions of Rangers that might show up, they can sometimes play with 5 at the back. It seems like Athletic have struggled in the last few games to create chances, to score goals. Is that a concern, that if Rangers sit deep, you won't be able to fashion chances? No, nothing like that. Rangers can play with 4 at the back, they can play with 5 at the back. We play against teams who play with 4 at the back, 5 at the back, and strong Rangers have an experienced physical defence, and if they're with 4 and they're with 5, we have to get past them. It doesn't make a difference.
Ernesto, un partido largo, o mejor dicho, una eliminatoria 180 minutos. No sé cómo.
It's a knockout game over 180 minutes. What would you be satisfied with tomorrow, going into the game next week? You always want to win every game. It would be good to win here tomorrow, but the Rangers coach would say the same thing if you asked him. We've come here to have a good game, to try and win the game. No matter what happens, it'll be 90 minutes next week in Bilbao, which will be decisive. So tomorrow is a huge test for us, with the stadium, the atmosphere in the ground, what they're going to generate. They're going to want to get that defeat they had on Saturday off their backs, and we need to be competitive to rise to that challenge, to get a good result. But I can't say what result that will be. Of course I would like to win, you know. Of course I would like to win. In the last 2 games you faced different playing styles, different oppositions. Do you think your team has lost fluidity? What would you put that down to? I don't know. We've not scored in the last two games, but we're going to try to score goals tomorrow, the next game as well. I don't know what to say, you know. We have to talk about these things at the press conference. I understand we've not scored goals, but we always want to score. We always want to score goals. We want to create chances. We want to fashion opportunities.
Sí, hola Ernesto. Me imagino que más o menos tienes solucionados, ¿no? Un poco los problemas atrás.
I imagine you've got your setup defensively set up. Do you know how you're going to play? Has the Rangers coach said his lineup?